Welcome to this tutorial on atmospherics. I'm going to be using the TuneFish synthesizer because I really like it. It's just very straightforward and it's really good at making noise, basically. So let's get started. I'm just going to pick an empty slot and I'm going to remove all the settings. And I have to apologize for my microphone. It's a work in progress, and it's getting better, but it still needs help. So I've removed all the settings, and I'm going to set the octave to the lowest possible so we don't get any kind of tone. Now we're going to have to add a bit of noise. So now you can hear that. That's our noise. Great. Right, I'm going to put this onto a channel in the mixer, and I'm going to add wave candy so we can see the spectrogram. I think that'll help a little bit just to visualize what's happening. I'm going to put that down here, and let's just play that note again. Alright, so you can see that. So on the TuneFish noise settings, we've got noise, which is kind of the amount of noise, the amplitude of the noise, and then we've got the noise frequency, which as I move you can see. Okay, let's bring this down. So you can see how it affects what frequency the noise comes out at. And the noise BW is the black and white. So noise has colors. Black noise is basically nothing. Yeah, that's black noise. And white noise is every frequency. Yeah, that's a lot of noise. So what I like to do is set it maybe around, I don't know, 25, somewhere like that. Let's see what this goes. So that's quite a bit. Just want a subtle amount. Alright, so once you've got your noise settings, this is maybe half of what we need to do atmospherics. So the next piece is we need that swooshing movement, that kind of wind sound. And to get that, you need to use filters. The high pass filter is going to work really well because even though noise covers the spectrum, we really hear the top end more than anything. So once the filter's on, you can see how it affects the sound. So the next thing we can do is maybe add an envelope. I'll use ADSR1 and attach that to the high pass cutoff, so that will affect this value here, and we'll set these to the top to get a nice smooth up and down. So you can hear how that's giving us the swooshing sound. We can also use the oscillator. Leave that on the filter and maybe lower the oscillation rate. It's a little high. So now we've got a nice wind effect. But in order to use this effectively in your music, you're going to want to tie it mostly to your risers, I think. So I think an automation is probably the way to go to do that. So you'd automate on this filter, and I like to use Fruity Loops automation last tweaked settings. So we'll do that, and I'm just going to put a note in to play the noise. So just a 4-bar note. And I'll just add that to our timeline here, and I'm going to create an automation just here. Alright, so we've got filter high pass cut envelope, and if we play this, it's still oscillating, so let's just get rid of that. Don't need the oscillator anymore. I'll just play this again. Alright, so now we can play around with this automation. You can see it's moving the filter. And our spectrograph is showing us what's happening. So that's the basics of atmospherics. And you can create these really cool, wind, cloud sort of sounds, and you don't have to use the high pass filter. Band pass filter would work as well. You could also attach an EQ to this sound, to this channel, and automate that and get some really neat effects out of it. But that's the basics of atmospherics. Really simple stuff. It's just noise and filters. Any comments or questions, just leave them for me and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And thanks for watching.